Okay, so Never Gets Updates Online 2 has finally beat the stigma and received another update. And you know me, I'm here to inform you guys, right? Inform, not milk, of all the amazing changes that it brought with it. First, let's address the main reason you're here. You saw the codes in the title. So right now, are all the codes on screen currently? Most of the time after this, that's when my views start to drop. Well, the retention drops. So, you know, please, listen here. If you stay, you don't really get nothing, but you get to hear some funny yap, and I need to watch time, so yeah. Okay, so before I actually get into the yap, I want to reiterate this. I said it before in other videos, but the game is early access, locked behind a paywall. So technically, if you paid or you are going to pay, you're paying to be a part of the progression, to be a part of the, you know, evolution of the game. But yeah, so if I had to categorize this update in the nicest way possible. Imagine having a 6'7" son that plays tennis instead of basketball. That type of disappointment. That's how sad this update was, especially for the OGs. Even worse. Let's now like fully break down the update, right? So now there's a lot of new and fixes and all of that, but what are like the cool new features? One is a new quirk. Yes, you are hearing me correct. Quirk, no quarks. Quirk, singular, not plural, right? But the quirk is FoldaBody. Now, if you played Heroes Online 1, you're like, oh, they added that to the game now? Yeah, so you're not happy. But the quirk is based off of the hero Edgebody, and the quirk overall it doesn't look that bad, right? It's nothing bad, but at the same time, I feel like after waiting, 4 months, only one quirk, it kind of suck, especially since it's a quirk that the original game had. I understand this is like a separate game, they had to remake it, so of course it won't have every last thing that Heroes Online 1 had. But again, for us OGs, it kind of sucks to get a new quirk and it's just an old quirk that's slightly different. But if you're a new player, I mean, maybe you'll be happy. I don't know. Next is the quirk skin system. Now this is actually a fairly cool system in my opinion. Heroes Online 1, they had an option where you could customly color your quirk. Like let's say you had flame, I guess you could make it like blue or whatever. I don't remember how it worked because it's been years since I played Heroes Online 1. Yeah, it's a cool little thing, right? But except for nowadays, instead of us customly coloring our quirk, Arkham and his team or whatever, they will make custom skins for said quirks. So instead of you having freedom, it's kind of like it's going to be, options to choose from. And you can get these skins by just playing the game. It's not like locked behind a paywall. Of course you can pay, but it's not locked behind a paywall. So I think the idea is really cool as long as effort is put into the skins. For example, FoldaBody has a jeans skin, best genius. It has a jeans skin, in which in my opinion, it's a 2-pack of ass. Like no offense, but it's just red turned blue. That's all. I'm not saying I could do better, but that's it's like such a cool system. If you're gonna make things like that, like just overall just changing the color at most. Next is a new world event, Prison Break / Rescue. Now again, you're thinking, holy W? For new players, yes. For old players, no. We had this back in Heroes Online 1. Back in the day, the way it worked was, you would it would be like a little area. It was an event, right? The villains would go to wherever you go to the criminals, pick them up, and take them to safety. Was that rescue the civilians? I don't know. It was one of the two. Either you was rescuing civilians or rescuing criminals, right? But either the heroes or the villains had to rescue somebody, and the opposite faction had to stop them. But now we have that here, but it's Prison Break. So again, the criminals save the criminals, and the heroes stop the criminals from saving the criminals. Again, I mean, it's a cool event, especially because we had the same rotation. So it's cool that we have a new event, but it's the fact that it's a event that we already had. But if you're a new player, it's gonna be cool. There are other updates, other features, but let's be honest,
we do not care.
But if you do care, on screen right now you will see the update log for new additions, so now you know what else is added. Fun fact, right? Look on screen right now. Stop the glorious background music. But look, before the game released, before the update came out again, it was averaging about I think the highest I seen was 15 players. I could be wrong. I wasn't looking at peak times or all the time. I was looking randomly. But it was barely averaging above 20, 15 players at most, right? That's what I seen. Update came out, and on the day it released, the highest I seen was 290. Who am I? And plus it is paid, so whatever. Now I gotta get my, my background music back, Hopefully Arkham doesn't decide to strike me down. So yeah, now besides that, like I said, of course there was bug fixes, nerfs and buffs, and quality of life improvements. Some notable QOLs are locked skills. So now when you have locked skills, you can now preview them on their skill tree, which again, that's cool. Spins pity. I'm surprised they didn't have this at the beginning. I feel like most games that have a spin system has a pity system, but they finally added a spins pity, which is great because if you play this game, unless you got D1 luck, then you've seen how brutally touching the spins can get. Last, you have every player now has a invite code. So basically, let's say you tell your friend, bro, get this game. If they get the game, they hop on and they put your invite code in the code section. Well, you go to the code section to also find your invite code. If they go there and put your code in, you will get the skip cutscene game pass for free, 2 rare mods and 10 spins. And this is stackable, not the cutscene game pass of course, but you will get 2 rare mods and 10 spins each time someone uses your code. So if you're watching this video, you're gonna get the game. Put my code in 6J8WL10. I gotta extend the video length a little more. It's kind of 9 minutes, but I wanna yap about it some more, just in case anybody who haven't watched any of my other videos. If you have, then you can leave the video right now. I want you to watch, but you can leave right now. So also, I do want to say, if you are watching this game, like, watching the video, you're like, I might buy this game. I would say do not buy it, right? And not because it's bad, because realistically speaking, right, I don't think it's viable right now, right? Again, you're paying to watch the game grow and expand to become its final form. Unfortunately, we do end up waiting months for an update, and then it comes and it's ass. Of course, if you buy it right now, you have more content than those of us that bought it day one have. So ideally, wait till 2067 when the game finally releases for free. So just save your, I think it's $5, right? Save your $5 and go to like Five Below and buy a bag of candy than buy this game, right? Like, I would rather you donate your money, like rip up your money right now, burn it, flush down the toilet, do whatever you want with it. Don't buy this game. But if you do buy the game, again, use my code on screen right now. But I do want to say though, like, again, just in case Arkham sees this, or anybody that actually likes Arkham sees this, I do want to specify that I get it, right? Like I said, the game's being updated. We are paying to see it grow. And also, Arkham is a human. Arkham's team, who, I don't know how big his team is, but his team is also human. They have lives and all that. Feel me? And things happen when game developing. So, cool, I'm not saying that he has to be consistent and all that. No, I'm not saying that. However, the biggest issue is Arkham's communication. Like, Arkham, if you watch this video, let me know. We can host a couples therapy session in your Discord, right? I'm not licensed, but if you think I'm licensed, then I'm licensed. Yeah, but his communication is horrible, right? Like, this one time, right? Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up on screen. Where's it at? So right here, June 20th, right? He says, new quirks consistent in this update, projected update, right? Its update is next Friday, right? Next Friday comes. This was the day before Friday, though. Right here, day before Friday. He says, sorry, I've been ill. That's valid. It's been delayed to next Friday. That's cool. And then, as you can see, he just never mentions it ever again. Arkham communication has been horrible. I have a whole video dedicated to Arkham's issues. So if you want an extra in-depth, view on that, great, right? But also, I was like, his communication is so horrible, and then the wait times. No offense, right? But I get it. It's not easy of developing. You have a life, things happen. Cool. Sadly, we wait, we end up waiting months for an update. And then the update comes out and it's trash. Like, you get bored of it in like 10 minutes, right? Which is not that good, of course, because it doesn't build the hype for the game. And I get it. It's still being built and all that. But I feel like the game could have like a decently, like okay-ish sized, fan base. Like a consistent one too. If the updates were good. I'm not even saying they gotta be quicker, but if you make us wait months, the update, ideally, it has to reflect months. I'm not saying you didn't put in work, but it has to reflect months worth of, progress. But who am I? I'm just trying to milk this video. If you made it this far, like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully the video does well, so I can enjoy the views too. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next video, and also I do want to say real quick.